All right, here we are. Just cleaning out the room. We're making some very good progress here. The room has been finished, tape and mud, primed. The ceiling and soffits have been painted with a very flat black color. It's difficult to tell, but this black, it's really flat. You're seeing a lot of reflection because I'm kicking that light straight up at it. But yeah, it is. There won't be any reflections off the screen. So let me head up the riser and show how the room looks from the back. All right. So this is what it looks like from the back. The screen wall right there. Then here we have the riser, the curved steps. The rear row will be here. These are run for the curls and base shakers. And then the riser dips back here. So it just goes one level lower, so I can access this easily. So all of the wires are run right now. So these wires, they're organized like this because they're all going in that corner. They're all going to run straight through. Right now, there is a PVC pipe that's running through. There's stuff with insulation anywhere where wires aren't in there. But I'm going to have to put another PVC pipe because all of these and those as well are for the back. So in the back, they're going to be, I ran enough for 2 subwoofers in the back, each corner. And then one subwoofer here. One subwoofer further up along the left wall, and then 2 subwoofers in the front corners. So that's where these wires are right now, just in accordance with that. And then the carpet is a little way off. I still have to actually build the side walls, and the advice is to get everything out of the way that has to deal with dust. So I have to cut the holes for the supply, which will be up there, and the return, which will be back there. And I have to build the side walls that are going to contain the treatments. And then I build the baffle wall, which will go right there. So the baffle wall, all in all, the screen is going to be about 3 feet from the back of the wall. So we're probably looking at right there. So from right here, this will be the rear of the room if the camera can adjust. All right, and here is the equipment room. So this is where all of the equipment will be housed. That's where the supply is. And that's where the return is. Right there, everything has been painted. This is where the lighting is going to be. There's going to be an organized track light set up in here for lighting. All of the equipment is going to go against that far wall. So just to give a sense of orientation, you walk out of here into the theater, and when you go into the equipment room, you enter like this. So you walk in, all the equipment is going to be against that wall there. And then over there will probably be a desk. Right now, that's the plan anyway. So the desk will look for a computer, ripping station, the whole 9 yards. So all of the circuitry is already run. A lot of the wires are already in here. They're all marked. Because you can't run this amount of wires and this amount of wires and not have them marked. You just won't know what's what. So that is where we are right now with the theater and the equipment room. All right, more updates coming shortly. So if you've ever wondered where R49 insulation comes from, you can buy it, but no store that I know really stocks it. At least not a store that sells to consumers and not commercial. So I make it with R30 and R19. This one with different colors because I was ready for a change, but it's still regular fluffy insulation. It's just not pink. So the key to all of this is sewing. You essentially sew. Let me shift the light a little bit so it might be a little easier to see. The key to this is you take a hanger like this, attach some strong string like this, and then you puncture. Also, for my application, you have to use faced insulation. So unfaced insulation goes on top of the face because you use the craft paper that's on the face to staple it to the wall, because this is for the baffle wall. So you begin your sewing extravaganza by moving through the first place that you can on the craft paper, which for me is right there. To be delicate for the first one, there we go. Now that's through. Make sure you set it where you need it to be. And then put it back through. If you remember sewing in home economics, this is it. There we go. Whoops. That's one pass. Okay. Ready for another. So you go under here. Pull it up again. There we go. Now these I'm making tight because this only covers half. The left and right channels are installed at an angle, which means only the side that's in the corner needs R40 type of insulation. And then it's going to vary, so it'll get shallower the closer to the center the speaker gets, because they're curved. Okay. There we go. I feel like a surgeon. Then, down here again. Pushing up. There we are once more. I'm going to make sure I get it all. So I'm not doing only the top. For the bigger pieces I did only the top, but for this, because this could really fall, I didn't have the support of the whole piece, I'm making sure I do multiple locations. There we go. So at this point, it's already sticking to it pretty well. You see? So you rinse and repeat until you have something so you can take on tomorrow. Always wear insulation. That's not optional. I mean, always wear a mask when working with insulation, because this stuff is messy. Okay? So once you have your piece, as a matter of fact, let me do, yeah. So this, tad long. So I'm going to snip it. And then I'm going to take it off of its needle. Off of its needle. And then tie it. Not just once, multiple times. Because this is not something that you want to fall down in the middle of a movie. You just don't want to, you don't want that. I don't want that, you don't want that. Okay? So then you have your R49. R49 on this side, R19 on this side. Alright, there we go. There's insulation hanging on the wall. If you're wondering how it got there, I'm going to show you. We got the middle and that side done already. And again, these are going to go behind the baffle walls, which are actually down here. Center, left, right. They'll be stood up and anchored into place. Alright. If you guys hear any noise, that's because my darling wife is doing some painting. She's painting the doors. So here's how you attach the insulation. If you're wondering why it's hanging, it's because I've done the top, side, and most of the bottoms already. So what you do is you find a happy place with the craft paper and you just stick it. And you just keep going down. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, and that's how you do it. Okay, so we have all the insulation in place right now. Shout out to my lovely wife from painting the doors. She is just amazing. So yeah, we have the two pieces that go behind this. These two pieces go behind this, and they're structured. This will be stood up. Follow the camera. The top is right here, so it'll be stood up this way. So you see that angle right here? That angle corresponds with the angle in the soffit right here. All right, so it'll be stood up. So we have a thicker there and thinner there because this is going to be turned at an angle. Same story over there. We have a thicker in the corner than on the left side because that's going to be turned at an angle. So it's important to make sure that that's calculated properly, which we have done. We have the speaker stand set up. These are the mechanisms that will hold the speakers. They're in their close to their final resting places right now. That's the surround and the wide. That's a surround over there and a wide. And I still have to put together little ones for the rear of the room. As you can see back here, I did the plastic bag trick to get, for my wire run, which is essentially you hold a shop vac up to the hole that you cut for conduit, and you just tie a piece of string with a plastic bag in your equipment room. Mine is over there. And then you just turn the vacuum on. It sucks the plastic bag with the string right down. And then it'll, so that way, so me, I'm gonna attach Cat 6 wire, HDMI cables, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna be attaching that to this wire, and I'll pull it up to the conduit and into the equipment room, and that will be that. All right, so what we have here, these are the approximate locations of the baffle walls. As I mentioned before, this one and the left one are going to be at an angle facing the listening position, but I just want to give an idea of how the insulation lines up with the baffle wall design. So the insulation goes here, the speaker is going to go here, and same with this one. Insulation for this side and this side, the speaker is going to go here. So there's a space behind the speaker and then insulation there. So This will all be drywall with one layer of 5/8 drywall, a layer of 5/8 MDF, and then another layer of 5/8 drywall. That'll all be here. That's why this inset is here, so they can sit on this. So, yeah, you'll have that flat plane, the flat plane of audio. It'll fall out, and then this insulation will catch whatever gets back here. All right, so this is where we are as of right now. BrolicBeast out.